The hackathon provided us with some new information. This person is going to share some extremely amazing information. This is a brand new clip that I believe you should listen to. We will also introduce some information. He brings up the Visa network and contrasts it with XRP and Ripple. We'll give that a listen. Naturally, there is another tape from David Sachs, who is now well known for essentially stating that Trump didn't mean the tweet he sent out stating that ADA and XRP Solana will be added to the list of cryptocurrency. These folks don't know where the US is at the moment. We're going to play this clip, even though it's sort of depressing when you think about it. Additionally, this video contains a bit additional information regarding the ETF. So let's get started right away. Allow me to perform for you. Out of all the videos, this one is most likely the best. I'll play it first. Do you believe it can manage this kind of demand and flow? Because it's likely that you're also observing what's going on at these retail businesses. What do you think? For the time being, of course. Additionally, I believe that XRP's TPS will rise with time. It can certainly compete with Visa's stats, in my opinion. What about the cost of gas? You mean the fractions of a penny? Before we get too caught up in the details, you mentioned that it might someday be able to match Visa speeds and network capacity, which can handle more than 65,000 transactions per second. It's crucial to remember that despite Visa's network's remarkable capacity, only about 4,000 transactions are processed every second. So let me continue playing this even though the XRP ledger isn't that far off yet. Yes. What is the income model for you and me, just for the growth of this idea as it begins to find its way into cryptocurrency payments? The income model will most likely resemble phantom wallets, in my opinion. All right, so their recent valuation of $3 billion is a substantial market capitalization. That's good. As a result, they do not collect any fees for transactions. Yes, the way they earn money is by swaps. RUSD is being switched to, I'm not sure, QBP, both on and off ramping. They make a tiny incision there, therefore I believe that if we choose that path, transactions won't be obstructed. Users are free to extract and use whatever other wallets they choose, and we urge them to use it as much as possible. However, it's a method that allows us to receive a fair cut. Expanding upon the several blockchains, I was browsing your Palcord website, which is essentially a platform for loyalty. What was your favorite to build upon, and do you like it? Did you prefer blockchain in general, or was it Solana or XRP? In general, I enjoy blockchain and other chains with various benefits, don't I? Solana's developer community is fantastic. Events-wise, I believe Solana does a fantastic job. In terms of finances, I believe XRP, and they have an amazing online community. Additionally, I believe that XRP has a very strong web presence. Who do you believe will win the POS side? Because of their financial presence, you get the impression that XRP would be a better fit for a merchant service platform than Solana when you look at trans. We seem to be the greatest option for now, but I do see multi-chain being the way of the future. All right, indeed, yes, I mean, Solana is probably the place you'll want to go if you want to trade meme coins. However, Solana is now nowhere to be found if you want to discuss real use cases with actual banks and financial organizations. Indeed, they are making progress in a few different areas, but in all honesty, if you take Solana as an example, and you ask yourself, well, who is actually working with Solana, correct? Which banks and companies are those? I believe you will be quite surprised. Not much. What is the price per transaction? I believed this was to provide you with a bit more details. Interchange fees are among the costs that make up the preliminary cost of a Visa transaction. Costs for assessments and other processing expenses. This is the breakdown. Interchange fees are the biggest part of the range, which is roughly 1.15% plus 0.05 to 2.4% plus roughly 10 cents each transaction. Recall that the average XRP transaction at the moment is, I believe, 0.02 cents per unit of money. When compared to Visa, the savings are enormous. Since you're looking at billions of transactions every day, isn't that right? Trillions of transactions annually, you know. What is the total amount of money involved, and a good deal of it? Let me play this for you, David Sachs. We will discuss it. The technology is the thing that all of these people don't seem to get. Regardless, that is the common denominator. No matter who they are, Charlie Munger, Warren Buffett, or Howard Marks, they are all blind spots and excellent investors, but they are not technologists. The fact that Bitcoin is the first digital currency ever created that cannot be replicated indefinitely is another aspect of the technology that they don't comprehend. Correct. Therefore, consider anything digital such as a song, image, movie, or anything else. You have consistently been able to produce a small quantity of duplicates. Doesn't the term digital refer to the fact that it may be copied indefinitely? So, how do you have digital currency that isn't simply copyable indefinitely? That would obviously negate the value. The fact that each transaction is recorded in this ledger is what makes Bitcoin so brilliant. Since the blockchain is decentralized, no one has been able to find out how to double spend, create a clone, or counterfeit Bitcoin in the last 10 or so years. All right, a little bit of David Sachs, the US crypto czar, you know. In a few clips, he acknowledged, "What was this, God? Saturday, you know? Or either Saturday or Friday. I apologize, these past several days have simply been quite busy for me." However, he acknowledged that they had no idea what cryptocurrency the United States actually owns or where it is located. As you are aware, David Sachs has been employed since January 20th. You would think that when Trump gained office, these people would at least be aware of the location and value of cryptocurrency, but I suppose we can only hope. I hope they discover it. Hopefully, if you weren't watching the videos where I provided you with all the latest information, I do believe that you are aware that the United States is essentially saying, yes, we know we'll include all of these cryptos in a stockpile, but the U.S. doesn't own any of these cryptos and the U.S. doesn't have any money allotted to purchase any cryptocurrency assets. It simply consists of assets that were seized by the government and forfeited. Therefore, if someone is being pursued for breaking the law and they have, say, 10 Bitcoin or 1,000,000 Bitcoin, the U.S. government will seize it, and that's their sole cryptocurrency. In essence, the U.S. government owns Bitcoin, Ethereum, and BNB in addition to a small chain link and a few other sporadic assets. They don't have XRP, ADA, or Solana, but I believe they do have some Tron. At the current level, that is the only way those assets could ever enter the U.S. strategic reserve. That is, if those assets are given to the United States, and Ripple could definitely accomplish that now. They are in charge of making escrow decisions. For that XRP, they can establish a price. They might be able to give it away for free, I wonder. They would decide that. Ripple seems capable of making that choice. And that, in my opinion, is the only way that XRP will be included in the U.S. stockpile in the near future. Brad Garlinghouse is not your typical CEO in the cryptocurrency space. We have repeatedly seen him, one of the most significant, in one of the world's most significant rooms. The United States was the final piece of the puzzle. I believe we just seen Brad seated at the same table as the president. I take it Brad was a few seats down? You had the largest like, this is where I go, even though it was a long, long time ago? When someone says, oh yeah, my crypto, whatever they're most confident in, this is going to be widely adopted by, this. It says something like, okay, show me a picture like this. I would want to see a photo of Christine Lagarde, the head of the IMF. The individuals who write for the Bank of International Settlements are one example. People from several central banks around the world are present. You mean to show me another picture of them with these kinds of people? Paris FinTech Week is here. I take it that this is the Swift person. The BIS is yours. I believe his name was Russ Leco, who was the head legal counsel for the International Monetary Fund at the time. Brad Garlinghouse is seated in the corner after that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 people down is President Trump. Brad's presence in the corner annoyed me, but hey, he's close. At least he's not as off-on as the superwing here, the president.